McDowell in tow. Dillon on the bottom.
The run's on top. Oh! Teammates.
Around they go, and a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Larson.
Caution is out.
Bubba Wallace is in this. Austin Cindric. Hard hit by Kyle Busch.
Caution's out. McDowell is first to the line, but will have to go back to the moment of caution, which ends the race. Brad Keselowski is climbing out. He's okay. Joey Logano we see taking off the gloves and the steering wheel.
I think McDowell's the winner of this race, guys.
He was first across the line. NASCAR will review and have to determine the finish at the moment of caution. And we'll wait for official word.
Huge win if that's the case.
But Bob Jenkins' Front Row Motorsports crew is celebrating on pit road.
Incredible. You're going to see some emotion out of this guy if this comes back official.
A lot of tore up race cars.
All the Chevys torn up. You saw Priest with damage. Chase Elliott with damage.
This was a really hard hit. Kyle Busch, when he came in.
Yes. And the AMR safety crew very quickly on the scene. Being directed.
The damage to the wall.
It's a bumper cover up there. And there's Kyle Busch climbing out. That is a great sign, and that means everybody has climbed from their cars after a huge pile up on the final lap of the Daytona 500. NASCAR is still reviewing video footage because when they hit the caution light, that time stamps all video to determine the order of finish at the moment of caution.
Huge run, went for it. Joey was obviously had to block.
The question is, where did that caution come out? Chase Elliott pulls ahead of Michael McDowell.
Oh, look at the run he got right there, though.
McDowell, the run on the outside with a little help from Hamlin.
All right, we know the caution was out there. We saw some caution lights where Michael McDowell and the three of Austin Dillon pulled ahead of Chase Elliott.
And Michael McDowell from Glendale, Arizona, for Bob Jenkins' Front Row Motorsports, has won the Daytona 500.
How about that?
But with one lap to go in stage one, Matt DiBenedetto is looking for his first ever stage win.
So that's exactly what we were talking about. He was pushing him, couldn't see there. They moved up to take a block. He had to check up, stacked him up, and almost wrecked him.
Yeah, that was almost big between Kyle Busch and his teammate Denny Hamlin. And now look at Kyle Busch go backwards because of that.
And he did. He went backwards because he chose the
he's
wrecking. Joey Logano.
Up and over Logano.
And Keselowski
is in it.
Boy, it's just scary. Anytime that air gets underneath that car, gets it airborne like that. Thankful to see that car get back on four wheels and not have a moving around.
Grabbing the window net there. That's a good sign.
Great sign. Look how it almost peeled that roof back.
Oh, pack. White flag in the air. Next flag in the
Oh, no, Matt.
He gave up on his plan. Now you got Brad Keselowski's got the heck of a push on the back of him.
The man with the plan, Brad Keselowski, has Michael McDowell in tow, and then Kevin Harvick.
Here comes a big run from the 8. Tyler Reddick's. Oh, but he's not going to push the 12. There, that's going to do it for Brad Keselowski on that inside lane. I'm not saying he's got the win. Now the 34 and the 4 got to get lined up. Look at Eric Jones.
A mile and a half to go.
Talked about right there.
That Jones boy up into fourth.
Kevin Harvick with a run.
Chris Buescher back there. He's wrecking. He's in the wall.
Big run.
17 in the wall, but here they come.
What's McDowell going to do?
Down to the finish. One car turned in the fence. Keselowski, the leader. To the outside comes McDowell, and Brad Keselowski wins Talladega as one car goes sliding, spinning, slamming into the inside wall.
Man, that was wild.
And more pushing and shoving on that outside line.
Corey LaJoie looked like he had an opportunity right there to hang a left.
Buescher to the inside now. But Corey LaJoie in the back bumper of the 12 car, Ryan Blaney down the front straightaway, clears Blaney. They're side by side. Blaney gets pushed way out. The organization's on the outside.
Chastain underneath Austin Dillon, putting him 3 wide in the middle.
Harvick in the back of the 7 car. They're going to have a big run.
Oh!
Corey LaJoie fakes to the inside, stays to the outside. He's getting shuffled back now. It's Blaney out front.
Suarez in the middle of this.
Harvick running second. A big shove coming from the middle. Daniel Suarez in the 99. He gets turned into the 4, and they go into the wall. The next flag will end the race.
Right side. Caution out.
And there is the caution flag. Ryan Blaney wins. The big accident happens behind him.
You're done, boys. Way to get it done. Good, we had.
Ryan Blaney had cleared.
Right here, yeah. Rain some
Come on, Rain.
There's a couple seconds in his career.
Devin Priest is around. He catches the 24 as well as the 21. Caution comes out. And fire coming out of the back of the 24 of William Byron.
William Byron has had so much speed in these playoffs, but just things have not gone his way.
Alternator switch on.
See the flames continue to roll out from
Right front's knocked off of it, man.
behind the 24.
Yeah, I'm on fire.
Window net down. You see William Byron rapidly getting out of that car as the AMR safety crew immediately to him.
Now William Byron and his teammate Alex Bowman both going to the Roval next week, most likely in a must-win situation.
Take a look at what happens with Ryan Priest in the 37.
He's going to get a push down the back straightaway from the 17 car. A lot of cars, a lot of bumpers, but he just turns him right. He gets into the back of the 22. This car moves a little bit left and it spins him back to the right.
Almost the same situation we saw in the wreck before. A big push from behind, then they get together. Right here he gets into the back of Logano, and now he's still getting pushed from Buescher, and around he goes. You know, Buescher just can't judge when to quit pushing because you can't see. You don't know that Priest is up against the car in front of him. It's a great shot of it right here. Right there, they make contact, and there's Buescher still pushing, and around Priest goes. Had to Benedetto in this wreck also.
21 to 24, nowhere to go at the back of the pack. Chase Elliott was back there as well. He sees it coming. He's able to get slowed down and go to the bottom of the racetrack.
So much cleanup that's going to take place from what happened. This stage is going to end under caution.
We got raindrops on the windshield of the booth.
Hey, folks, think about what could happen here. Bubba Wallace in front of this field. We're at a very large racetrack. We know from yesterday it takes about 2 hours to dry the track if it's completely lost, and sunset is at 6:30. If all of these things happen, Bubba Wallace could get his first ever Cup Series win at Talladega.
Well, before, this isn't a Bubba Wallace and his team what they're talking about.
Rain like hell, baby, come on! Oh, it's pouring over here, pouring. Pouring, it's dark, can't see anything, whatever you need.
You know, the difference this time, guys, the last time it rained in 1 and 2. Just in 1 and 2, but right now it looks like it's raining all the way around the racetrack.
Again, we mentioned at the halfway point it became official. If for some reason they weren't able to continue on with the race, already now 117 laps complete. The rain coming down a little bit harder. Bubba Wallace has worked his tail off to get out front of the field.
I think the one question that I would have if I was a playoff driver right now, and this is to Letarte possibly to help out, is does this end the stage? Are they going to run to the end of the stage? Will we get to pit road before the end of the stage? How will they award these stage points to these playoff drivers if we're not able to complete the laps?
So right now the race would be official if this race didn't continue. So I expect the cars to come down pit road, be stopped under red condition. That is now the running order. That is how the cars are scored. And if this race is called and you're a car inside the top 10, you will receive the race points and stage 2 points. So that top 5 run for Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Christopher Bell in 5th, that's like a double whammy. I mean, 5th, Christopher Bell's going to get his bucket full from stage 2 without even needing to see the finish of it and get the end of the race. So this sprint to the finish that ended up in an accident, very vital for these playoff cars.
The intensity was picking up on the racetrack. They knew that the possibility of rain was out there. Now the field, who has been put in line based upon the loops when the caution came out, that's the way they would line them up. They will be brought down onto pit road now and stopped, and we will see how long the rain is going to be here and how long it would take to
work. Bubba Wallace put in.
And an influential person in this sport. Bubba Wallace, an African-American driver, the last African-American driver to win a race at the highest level, Wendell Scott. This could be just the second ever in NASCAR history.
This situation he's in right now, raining, and you're sitting there thinking, okay, can they get it started again? You want to believe they can't, right? But until you hear them say it, you don't believe it. And you're hoping it rains. Just keep raining, man. Just keep raining. Don't give them a chance to drive this racetrack. And it's a nervous time.
We've seen Bubba Wallace grab a football under rain delays, and he'll go throw the football up into the crowd and just have a little bit of fun.
Think about the winners in this, this weekend. Truck Series race, Xfinity race, first timers, Brandon Brown, Tate Fogleman, and possibly another first time winner in the Cup Series. I mean, this racetrack has such a unique history of producing Cinderella stories. Amazing.
I can't imagine what
plate racer, and I told my team I want to be one of those good plate racers.
Approach though, he's going to race until they tell him it's over. He's not ready.
They pushed his car to the front. Elliott come over, very good friends with Bubba Wallace. And guys, I want to look back at a year ago when the entire garage rallied around Bubba Wallace here at this racetrack. They pushed his car to the front. They walked with him. They stood with him. Again, it was a racial slander in the garage that Bubba Wallace was glad to have the entire garage surround him and support him. The King was there with him, Richard Petty.
At this level, takes a big gamble.
They are positioned, ready to roll.
Yeah,
expectations were set.
Ever win at the highest level. When the caution came out, was in front of the field. The rain started then right away.
Yes.
History made once again. It's official. Bubba Wallace gets his first career win. He's just the second African-American to ever win at the highest level of NASCAR.
Let's go!
Over 50 years ago, Wendell Scott was the first. Bubba Wallace now officially the winner at Talladega.
Getting your first win, such an amazing feeling.